stop telling mothers that it takes a village when they don't have a village.
What we need to do is start telling mothers the village is no longer free. We need to start telling future mothers to financially plan ahead for their village.
We interrupt this program to prescribe you with 1,000 milligrams of red vitamins.
Right here, right now. It's the right time, it's the right sound. Right now. Tell the whole pipe down. Tell the nigga pipe down.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know. Reclaim Your Throne. All right, guys. So I wanted to break down this little post here because you have a woman who takes her coworker out on a date because he hasn't been in a relationship for 6 years, or hasn't been on a date in 6 years. Most likely he hasn't ever been on a date or been in a relationship. He probably was on in an online relationship, got catfished, and just lost the morale. I'm just, extrapolating here, but this is what the post says. This was a Facebook post. It says, about a month or two ago, I was having a conversation with a coworker. He was telling me how he hasn't been out or been in a relationship for 6 years. He doesn't think he's attractive, which he's not. And we spoke on our insecurities. We also spoke on some more personal things I can't disclose. Since I've known him, he's always been the sweetest person ever. Friend zone. Always willing to help and always putting a smile on my face and others. I asked him on a date last weekend and he was shocked and lost for words. Literally, I made his whole day and that made my heart smile. I guarantee she ain't give him no wop though. We had such an amazing time at Sandbox VR. I told him he has a forever partner in crime to hit the town with. We outside this year, period. But, or he says, be kind. You never know how a kind gesture can impact a person. He doesn't know he made my day more than I made his. So this is absolutely hilarious. And women are saying, oh, this is so sweet. This is so sweet. That doesn't solve his issue, okay? You did not smash him. He did not get laid. You went out with him on a date for a pity party. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. And this guy is friend zone. So he's going to be the guy who's going to have to listen. And he probably, after this first date and she asked him out, he probably fell in love with this woman. And now he's going to have to watch her get smashed by Chad and Tyrone and have to listen to her vent about how ain't-ish these guys are and how wrong they did her and all this other kind of stuff. I mean, it's absolutely hilarious. Meanwhile, you got women in the comments who are like, oh my gosh, this is so sweet. I'm telling you right now, she did not smash this man. So whatever he might have had a fun night. He might have had a good time, but that doesn't solve his issue, okay? And I want to give this guy some pointers because he does have a lot of room for improvement, all right? He's extremely overweight. He needs to lose about 200 pounds. And honestly, that would fix his problems right then and there. Women do not like fat men. I'm going to tell you right now, unless you paying, they do not like fat men. They lie about liking dad bods. A woman wants a chiseled guy with a six-pack. You don't have to be like super swole, but you can't be fat. Because this guy obviously does not have his body in shape, and that's why he's not getting the results that he so desires. So I wanted to point this out and let you guys know that yes, women may make this effort and try and cheer you up and console you and whatnot, but at the end of the day, they're not going to be able to solve that overarching issue that you have, and that issue is not getting intimacy, okay? Not getting laid. And, this guy, he obviously is not getting any type of action, not even from his bestie.
Normally and typically in an Arab household, the man usually is the provider financially, and that's just how it is.
That is just something I wasn't prepared for.
Most Arab women expect that.
Just like most American people expect the woman to contribute half. Or not half, just contribute.
But you're not dealing with an American woman.
No, but I think she'd have to deal with some of my things, though, too. This was definitely not what I wanted to hear. I thought Moroccan women prioritize family over material things, and I was not anticipating that it would mean I have to be the sole provider for a household. I didn't sign up for this.
Normally.
So, as you guys can see, this is a potential passport bro who tried to go overseas and got finessed, okay? He thought he was gonna go overseas and get a woman who was gonna be submissive and whatnot. And this is what a lot of these social media influencers or personalities keep saying. Oh, well, you know, you go overseas and you're gonna get a submissive woman. Oh, Arab woman. Dude, I went on this podcast with this Muslim guy, you know, shout out to all my Muslims, inshallah, you know, but at the same time, I was talking to this guy and he's like, yeah, you should get a Muslim woman because this, that, and the third. I'm telling you right now, bro, once they come over to the West, they are feminists. It does not matter. And you could tell this woman has been to the West and she has traveled a lot. Okay, so when these women start traveling and they leave their Arab countries, they become feminists. So this is a perfect example of women wanting a liberal-minded man, but wanting him to be conservative as well and traditional, and it just doesn't work. If you are going for a man who is liberal in his ideology and liberal in his mindset and votes blue, then he is not going to uphold his traditional burden of performance as a man. And this is the confusion that a lot of women run into nowadays, because they're thinking that, oh, well, I got this guy and he's so liberal, he's so nice, and he, you know, he's he's like all for equality and whatnot. And then that guy is like, yeah, equal rights, honey, we splitting the bill. And then they're like, what? Oh my God, you're not a real man. And it's just so funny. The cycle continues. They don't get it. Women just don't get it, bro. They really don't. And this is a perfect example, okay? And this guy, he's like, okay, well, I wasn't expecting this. He's probably just gonna smash and keep it moving, because yes, I don't give a damn if she's wearing a hijab or not. She's definitely getting piped.
Stop telling mothers that it takes a village when they don't have a village.
What we need to do is start telling mothers the village is no longer free. We need to start telling future mothers to financially plan ahead for their village. Plan ahead for a nanny, plan ahead for a housekeeper, plan ahead for a meal prep. Plan ahead for a postpartum care nurse. We need to start telling future mothers to pick their partner wisely. Not only pick a man who wants kids, but pick a man who also wants to be a father. We need to start telling them to talk about the division of labor super early on in their relationship. We need to make sure they understand a free village is no longer realistic, but it does not mean they're supposed to be doing this alone. It just means they literally have to pay for their village. So they should very, very, very much plan ahead for that.
Okay, so I want to break this video down. What does she mean by village? What do these women mean by village? Oh, the village isn't free anymore. Or, you know, it takes a village. What they mean by a village is a big step daddy, okay? They're expecting a Malcolm, a mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man to come in that situation when they had a child out of wedlock and come and save them. That is who they're talking about when they're referring to a village. They're speaking about men who do not mind being cucked. And I'm here to tell you that these men are few and far between. Men are waking up to this, whether you like it or not. They're seeing, oh shoot, like she got this many kids with this many baby daddies. And how about you just prepare to have a child with a man that you're married to? That would solve a lot of these problems. But these women, they will not do it, okay? They think they can do bad all by themselves. And just like I did the video on the white woman who was crying about being a single mother and inflation going up, a lot of these other women are going to see this happening. She's saying, oh, plan ahead, do this, do that, get a housekeeper, like it's so easy and it's so free. Yeah, the village is not free, it's expensive. A housekeeper, are you serious? Depending on the square footage of your house, you're paying $100 per clean. $100 per clean. That's different, okay? And women are going to start feeling that if they try and outsource, right, their parental duties. They're trying to outsource, you know, the fact that they have to take care of the child during the day, but they also have to work. They're trying to outsource the housekeeping. They're trying to outsource a man who would do the physical labor in the house and the yard work in the house and fix things when they're broken. But the reality is they don't understand how expensive it is. And honestly, at this point, do we really feel bad for these women? Absolutely not, because they made their bed. Now it's time to lay in it. These women have specifically chosen this lifestyle, okay? They spread their legs to a man that they knew for a fact did not want no kids, did not want to be a father. Most of these women are doing that, okay? They're not choosing wisely. They're not abstaining, all right? They got, like I told you, if you do the body count formula, they're having 3 to 7 partners a year, depending on their level of promiscuity. So, you know, in all actuality, these chicks are saying, oh, it takes a village, it takes a village, and the village is not free no more. But what happens when you can't afford the village? Okay, and most of these women cannot afford the village on their own, but if they had a man by their side, they most likely would be able to do that, and he would bear most of the burden of performance. But see, men are walking away. Men are becoming MGTO dub. Black men are becoming SYS BM, and the Malcolms are going in decline. All right, because we're not dealing with this type of stuff anymore. We've said no to single mothers a long time ago. I mean, the Say No to Single Mothers movement has been going on for a hot minute, and now you're starting to see them vent online and complain about how hard it is to be a single mother when you chose this lifestyle. So anyways, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship request to the email down below with a screenshot of your CashApp so I know you pay on time, man. I need to be on your motherfucking day with the BS. And you already know. Reclaim Your Throne.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.